Hi, my name is Courtney, and I travel full-time on the road and live in our camper with my blue-collar husband as he travels for work. So today I was going to go ahead and make a grocery list. We try to make all of our meals at home and avoid going out. We usually go out maybe once or twice a week, usually on days where he's out a little bit earlier for work, or if it's like the one day he has off. He works Monday through Saturday, generally 10 hours a day. So I was just doing inventory of our freezer, staying on my steps, and in our freezer we currently have some asparagus, a Ziploc of frozen broccoli, because I used half a bag of frozen broccoli for a Asian stir fry. These steaks that I had just put in earlier this morning, so there's 2 different packs of top sirloin steaks, and then some ground beef, and then the rest is like frozen fruits for like smoothies, and then we've got some ice cream because we've got a sweet tooth, and then of course some dumplings, leftover dumplings for like a chicken and dumpling soup. Those are just in the freezer, and then pre-made cookie balls for cookie. This is key lime pie, and then I have sourdough chocolate chip in here, and of course a sweet tooth. So I like to inventory and see what all I have in the fridge before I go grocery shopping, so I can have an idea. Right now we're in Wyoming, so where we're at in Wyoming, there's very limited shopping options, I should say. We try to stay focused on like Whole Foods, and try to stay away from like ultra processed stuff, but granted, we are human, so everything in moderation. For whatever reason, this time around while we're in Wyoming, which I usually do like a big grocery haul at the beginning of the month, and stock up the camper with all of our groceries, or whenever we get to our new place, because who knows where we're going to be, if we're there for a week, 2 weeks, could be a month, sometimes 2 months. I always try to make sure I do one good grocery haul and have a ton of things stocked. But for whatever reason, while we're here in Wyoming, we're now on week 2 of being here, I'm like running out of like all of our basic necessity stuff that I usually have, like my giant container of like garlic seasoning that I buy from Sam's. I'm out of it now. I've had to refill my sea salt shaker twice now since we've been here, which I'm like, how am I using that much salt? That doesn't make any sense. No idea. And then of course, like I've had to go and buy a 4-pound bag of sugar because I ran out of sugar. I had to buy another like 2-pound bag of flour because I ran out of flour. So it's just kind of crazy. Same thing with like our avocado oil. Like I ran out of a whole thing, like a 500 ml thing of olive oil or avocado oil. I had ran out and needed to refill that. I've used our 5-pound bag of jasmine rice, used all of that. So there's like a lot of like really random things that like I'm running out of right now, that I need to do a big grocery store run for. So I'm just trying to inventory, see what I have, see what I would use over the next couple weeks, and then the things that I do have, what can I do with them to make meals, and what meals, would it be a lunch meal, would it be a breakfast meal, would it be dinner, because we're close enough to my husband's job site that he gets to come home for lunch. So back in February, back in February when we were staying in Kansas for a job site, I had bought, which I don't know why I did this, I bought like a 5-pound bag of garlic from Sam's Club. Okay, I took at least like 3 pounds of that, 3.5 pounds worth of it, and put it into olive oil. I shook it all up. I now have garlic infused olive oil for cooking, so I use that quite often. And then I've got some leftover garlic cloves. I think I have like 5 ones currently in the fridge, and then the other 4 here in the pantry. Same thing with, we were just in Tampa. We were just in Tampa, Florida, for like 3 weeks for work before we came up here to Wyoming, and I had bought this bag, 3-pound bags of Pink Lady apples, and they're still holding good in the pantry. So I'm gonna actually prep those to make like an apple cobbler tonight, because last night we went to the store and bought sea salt caramel ice cream, and to me that sounds really good. If I made an apple cobbler with sea salt caramel ice cream to go with it, that sounds so good. So that's what I'm gonna do tonight. We're gonna make bone-in pork chops fried, with some of these Goodles Twist My Parm Asiago and Parmesan spiral noodles, and then I'm gonna do some, I'm thinking baked sweet potatoes. That's what I'm thinking I'm gonna do, baked sweet potatoes, or I'm gonna make mashed sweet potatoes. I might make mashed sweet potatoes. So stick around, see me make dinner.